So CubeSats are just the nano satellites which range from about 3 kgs to 10 kgs, which can be launched in low Earth orbit with specific kind of payloads for doing specific technology demonstration and various other activities. So CubeSats have become new global favorite for demonstration, like it's become a global favorite for enabling cost effective and quick approach for space missions, like it takes the technology demonstration process, so that way it enables the commercial technologies and easy access to space. So when we talk about manufacturing in different industries, so what happens is we have a prototype model, a prototype development and testing, and once the product passes the required criteria, and then it goes to bulk manufacturing, and then it goes to the commercial aspects. But in case of satellite technology, that's not the way. We have a very tedious process of manufacturing the CubeSats. Like first a prototype model is developed where we have all the functional testing going on, and then we have a qualification model where it has to pass all the environmental and other testing criteria when it comes to a qualification model. And then once all the testing criteria is fulfilled, it's called a flight model. So the manufacturing techniques for each of the model will be different. So when we have going we are going to launch only one satellite with the development, even if we have lot of prototypes. At the end product launch is going to be just one satellite. So how do we bring in automation in manufacturing of the uh, CubeSat? So s- the automation mainly is brought about in the CubeSat manufacturing sector. Is after the launch, so there is more automation have to be introduced in the ground control of the satellites, where the communication with the satellite is established. And then we also have this CubeSat constellation, where we can bring in more automation during the manufacturing techniques. So a constellation of satellite is nothing but repetition of a of similar satellites which has the same design and same functionality. So for the CubeSat constellation, there will be not much of automation involved because it will have a same design, but there will be lot of automation to be brought in during the manufacturing stage, because each of the CubeSat produced has to go through very uh, tedious process of this assembly, integration, and testing, and each product has to be tested. So various methodologies like agile and others can also be implemented. And then there will be a lot of automation involved in the ground control stage, because satellite tracking, so it's not only about satellite tracking of satellites, of a number of satellites, but also it would involve transmission and reception of data at different data rates and encryption and different encryptions. So we are working towards 75 student satellite mission. It's a ITCA initiative to launch 75 student satellites by 75th year of Indian independence 2022. So these CubeSats will be developed by various universities which will have their own unique payloads. So ITCA has created one ecosystem where we provide all kinds of support for the universities to develop in terms of mentorship, in terms of guidance, in terms of providing testing facilities or with solid review system with the help of ISRO. So, we have created an ecosystem which involves global space tech companies, investors for the universities to achieve this mission. So, how do we bring out automation for 75 discretely designed CubeSats? Because automation is a process, is taken as a process uh, where we have bulk production, or when the 75 satellites are being mass produced at the same time. But then this is not the case, because each universities will have their own timings and own way of producing. So how do we achieve similarity or automation in the design of various CubeSats being developed by different universities and design. So every university have to follow the same guidelines for the design, and will have a robust review. And so even the review process will be a set process thing, and then we have predefined standards and approach which each of the university has to follow while developing their criteria. And then also the automation is achieved, software automation has to be done when the testing happens, because CubeSat satellite testing is not just one kind of testing. So there are various stages and various kinds of testing, like functional testing, and then qualification testing, integration testing of the CubeSats, and then integration with the launch vehicle and other things. But then so whoever develops the satellite, like any universities develop the satellite, at any point of time they have to follow the same testing process, say same kind of reporting, and same, they have to achieve same kind of results. So to achieve the successful missions. So how do we say the missions, CubeSat missions get successful? Is like, first we need to achieve a assured successful launch, and then we need we need the CubeSats to establish ground communication with whatever communication uh, frequencies and range they are designed for. And then we should be able to transmit and receive the satellite data with the given encryption, so for the required frequencies. So but then if we take the manufacturing sector, there are various challenges to manufacture the CubeSats for space industries. So one thing is the need of skilled manpower. So we need proper kind of scientists for scientists for developing the reliable design, people with the proper engineering background, so they can understand the testing criteria once we have the manufactured proto models, or the um, qualification models, and then various kinds of technicians and test people, and all other. We need, basically we need a proper skilled manpower for setting up proper manufacturing unit for in space sector. Next thing is availability of space heritage components and other resources at the at the manufacturing site. So when we have huge satellite constellations being manufactured and tested, so it will be like a set of 100 satellites or 200 satellites which will be manufactured and launched at the same time. And then and one more challenges the manufacturing industry face is in terms of investments and financial stability. So investors basically look for success, for the success of launch and return on their investment. And then the manufacturing units also needs to have financial ability, because they are not sure at various stages whether the satellite companies will go ahead with the manufacturing, or some of them can even stop their manufacturing units because they might not have financial required financial stability at that particular point of time. And then because we talk about use of lot of software automation in the manufacturing of space sector, cyber security becomes an issue, because the manufacturers or the companies who develop the satellites doesn't want their CubeSats to be hacked online, and then they ensure a lot of they ensure and encourage their own people to make cyber security of the satellites to be robust. And then one thing I would like to touch upon is like how this 75 student satellite mission which we are doing can be extended to African continent. So in order to make this kind of mission, so Africa needs to have a proper collaboration within their continent among different countries, and then the universities have to be enabled with proper mentorship and various kinds of support. One is technical support, and then an ecosystem needs to be created where we can bring in software, global space technological companies to provide support for the universities. And then because the the cost of making the satellites, building and launching the satellites is high for the universities compared to the industry. So various kinds of investors have to be brought in. So this when this ecosystem of collaboration between the investors, the mentorships, and is brought into the universities level, so it enables them to do more and more research, and each and it can enhance the STEM. Uh, it can extend the STEM for at student level in each of the universities. So in a way, when the technology reaches the universities and students get opportunity to work on satellite missions, so it automatically brings in more skilled a skilled manpower to work in the space industry, and thereby need.
At the end of when all the speakers finish, we will have the question and answer